Hey guys, Ellie Showstack here. Hope you are doing well and you are doing awesome. I don't know if you could tell, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, but I just wanted to go live today with you for a few moments because the other day when I was meeting with someone and she was thinking about whether or not she wanted to join the program, Find the Right One, she said to me, well, I have a question for you. And I said, okay, what's your question? And she said, well, you talk about in your program how you optimize somebody's mind. So what does that mean? What does that mean, optimizing somebody's mind? So I gave her this answer that I'm about to give you, and she joined the program. So I thought it's important for me to explain this because it's important for people to understand how exactly the program can optimize your mind. So you're going on a date, okay? This is your brain. Let's just say this is your brain. And you're walking around with the following thoughts in your mind. I'm divorced, or I'm single, dating is filled with pain, and I'm alone. So if you have those four things going on in your mind, right, when you're about to go on a date, and as you can tell, I'm not that good with drawing. This is a brain, another person's brain, and it's empty. Don't take it as empty, but I'm not that good with drawing, so please forgive me. So this is your brain, and you go on your date, and you have in your brain that you're divorced, or you have in your brain that you're single, or you have in your brain that dating is filled with pain, or you have in your brain that I'm alone, right? Well, here's the deal. If you are walking around, and by the way, we're all walking around with these thoughts of who we are. I am a this, I am a that, I am a this, I am a that. So I said to her, this person, I said, if I walk around saying that I am the best relationship coach in the whole world, let's just say I have that thought in my mind. I am the best relationship coach in the whole world. I know how to help people. I'm the best relationship coach. And I'm meeting with somebody and he or she does not like what I'm saying. And they say to me, Ellie, I really don't like what you're saying. And I say, okay. I start to feel hurt inside my brain. And I feel hurt for two reasons. Number one, they're saying something that I don't like hearing. But they're also saying something that's threatening my identity. Because my identity in my brain is that I'm the best relationship coach in the world. Let's just say I have that. I don't have that, but let's just say I do. So now when this person goes ahead and says, you don't know what you're talking about, Ellie, and it's interesting because I had that actually online the other day. Who made you an expert? That's what someone commented on one of my lives. So if I had the thought in my brain, I'm the best relationship coach in the world, and someone said to me, you are not good at what you're doing, or who made you an expert, not only would I be upset by the comment, I'd also be very threatened by my identity being threatened of I'm the best in the world, and you're saying I'm not, so I'm going to feel threatened. As soon as I explained this concept to this woman, she said, oh, I get it now, and then she joined the program. So this is something that everyone walks around with. I am a divorcee, I am single, I am pain, I am alone, right? They walk around with those type of identifications in your mind. And what we do in this program, in addition to teaching you how to choose and keep a healthy relationship, how to find the right person to be with, how to date the right person, and also how to maintain that relationship. That's really where I differ than most of these coaches or matchmakers or therapists. Or the idea is that I want to get you the results that not only get you into the relationship, but also keep it. So as soon as I explained this concept to her, she's like, oh, I got it. That helped me right away. And then she joined the program. So I want to explain it to you so you fully get it, right? So if you're going on a date and you have in your brain, I'm a divorcee, I've been single for years, and This is filled with pain. I'm going to be disappointed, or I'm alone and nothing is going to help me, right? What's going to wind up happening is when you meet with this other person who you're on the date with, who, by the way, has all of their identifications in their brain, and I'm leaving it empty, by the way, they're going to go ahead and they are going to interact with you, and they might say a comment to you which will threaten your identity in your brain, right? So if you feel, I'm just going to come up with an example. So person goes on a date with somebody, and this other person is very successful financially, let's just say. And the person says, I've been so successful in my job and my career, I'm just out of luck when it comes to love. Okay? Out of luck when it comes to love, right? Out of luck with love. So that's the identification that he has or she has in her brain. I'm out of luck when it comes to love. I'm a bad picker. I don't know how to pick good, healthy relationships, right? Okay. Now, if this other person who you're on the date with hears you're out of luck when it comes to love, what does it tell this other person whom you're dating, right? What does it tell this other person? That if you're out of luck when it comes to love, then the likelihood of this date working out is not going to work out, right? But since you walk around with this feeling, I am out of luck when it comes to love, I am out of luck when it comes to dating, you're going to wind up pushing away this person who could very well have been a good opportunity for you, right? Okay? So the idea about optimizing your mind, which we talk about in week 3 of the Find the Right One coaching program, is that you are going to be able to see how your mind has limited you when it comes to getting into and finding a healthy relationship. Because there are many, many identifications that you have in your brain who you feel make up you, who you feel are you. You feel that this identification is me. This is me. And if anyone says even a remote thing against that identification, right? All divorcees have issues. All single people who haven't, been able to get married for years, they're out of luck with love. All of these different mind frames, which are all just thoughts and not true, they wind up creating your identification with who you are. So when you walk into a dating experience, or you actually get even a little bit further in the relationship, right? Let's say you've gone on a few dates and the person has not really told you what they identify with, and you've been pretty good and you're not holding it up. And then after a few dates, the person says, my family, we own guns, and we used to go to a shooting range to practice shooting, okay? Now for some, that's totally cool, but for some, in their brain, a trigger, an identity might come up in their brain, which is like, oh, I can't date anyone who has guns or who grew up with guns. Let's just say that that's their identity. So here, instead of being open to a relationship that could very well be good, you've automatically turned away anything because of the identification that you have. Or you're in the relationship and the person tells you, I got to tell you, but I've been a Republican my whole life, and I really don't like the current president, and I'd like to, choose somebody else for the 2020 election. Or they tell you the opposite. I've been a Democrat my whole life, but I'm so upset with all the people in the Democratic field that I'm going to go with Trump for this election. Whatever the comment is. So you, as somebody who's single, most likely have an identification in your brain of who you think you are. And when you hear that on a date, or when you hear that in a relationship, every ounce of you, because you've been walking around with this identity for so long, makes you think, no way in hell am I continuing with this. No way. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. No way, no way, no way. So what you don't realize is that if you don't take a strong look at all the different identifications that you have going on in your mind, and by the way, week 3 of the program is called, like, Who Are You? I was going to call it Who the F Are You? Like the Who song. But it's so amazing to see people go through week 3 of the Find the Right One coaching program, because their minds become optimized for future success in relationships. I am not this. I am not that. That doesn't mean that you can't still have those thoughts. That doesn't mean you can't vote for who you want to vote for. That doesn't mean that you can't, that you could go out with someone who owns guns, or you could go out with someone who believes a different belief than you believe. You don't realize that because you've been hanging on to all of these identifications for so long in your brain, because they've been ruminating and because they've been replaying over and over and over again, those are the same identifications that feel threatened when something against the identity is brought up on the date. Okay? So this example that I gave to this woman last week, when she said, well, explain to me what optimizing your mind means, this made her understand, oh, I get it now. And immediately she joined the program. So we've been seeing, I have like 2 or 3 people that joined last week, and I am thrilled they were able to receive a discount, at a major discount for the program. I'm going to be going through this program with this small group of individuals over the next 6 weeks, and it is awesome. I love helping people see how they can get what they want easily. Because this concept that I explained to you just now, you probably never thought about it, but once you get it, it's easy, and you can apply it very quickly to your dating life and be more aware of the thoughts that go on in your mind, and be more open to new experiences, where if you do go on a date, you don't have to carry around all these thoughts with you. And if you do get into a relationship, you can make it last, because you don't have to, oh, she's a this, he's a that, she's a this, he's a that. Okay? So I hope you're doing well. I just got a message right now. I just got a message I saw online from someone, and she says, how do I join? Okay? So I am like so freaking thrilled that this is just taking off, and I can't wait to help people get into and maintain their relationships. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, the final discount is for today. So I would message me today if you can, and if not, I'm going to be here helping you, putting out these videos and making sure that you get what you want to get the love life of your dreams. Again, forgive me for my cold. I appreciate it, you working with me, and have an awesome, awesome day.